Hello everyone, I'm Manuela from DTF Transfer Now. Are you experiencing issues with your DTF transfers, like them peeling off, cracking, or the design not transferring completely from the film? This video is for you. Today, we will go over the most common causes and how to fix them. First problem, approximately 90% of transfer issues stem from one thing, pressure. DTF transfers require high and even pressure to apply correctly and endure washes. If you're using a compressor press, we recommend setting it to 60 psi or more. And if you're using a manual press without a compressor, pressure can be trickier. In this case, adjust the handle to the highest pressure level and use heat pads to create a firm and even pressing surface. For instance, take a look at this romper. It has different levels on the garment, so the pad helps our transfer adhere better. An important note, regularly check the pressure knob, as it can loosen and drop during production without you noticing. Don't forget, friend, pressure is everything. Low pressure can cause transfers to peel, wrinkle, or lift during washing, or the design may not transfer correctly, which is very bad. Problem 2, temperature. This is another key factor. The ideal range is between 280 degrees and 310 degrees, with 300 degrees being the optimal point for the vast majority of transfers. To ensure your press is heating correctly, use a heat gun. Cold spots can hinder proper design transfer in certain areas. Thirdly, uneven ironing surfaces. As I showed you earlier with the onesie, irregular pressing surfaces can also cause problems. Pockets on hoodies, zippers, or labels at the neck can lift parts of the garment and prevent heat from reaching uniformly. This is where heat pads are very useful. They help level those problem areas so that the transfer has complete contact with the press. Fourth, one of the most overlooked steps, the second pressing. This is crucial for the durability of your transfers. After removing the film, repress the transfer with parchment paper or a finishing sheet. This second pressing sets the design and helps prevent it from peeling or wrinkling during washes. Fifth problem, garments with protective coatings. While this is not very common, it is no less important. Sometimes sportswear may come with coatings that repel moisture or have stain-resistant treatments. These coatings can affect the adhesion of the DTF transfer. How does this manifest? The transfer may appear well applied at first, but then starts to peel after several washes or even after a few days. The solution? Lightly spray the garment with a bit of alcohol and a soft cloth. This helps remove the coating before pressing, but be careful as you must let it dry completely before pressing normally. This doesn't happen often, but we have seen it with some clients, so it's worth keeping in mind. Lastly, hot peel transfers that don't peel off when hot. Sometimes hot peel transfers don't behave as they should, but don't worry. This can occasionally occur depending on the fabric type, pressure, or even the heat press you are using. So here are some quick tips to troubleshoot. Check your pressure, make sure it's set high, and if needed, increase it a bit and try again. Secondly, gently rub the transfer film with your finger right after pressing. This can help the design adhere better on more complicated fabrics. We have especially seen this with trucker hats, foam, or textured surfaces. A production tip to avoid wasting time waiting, press several garments in succession during the first pressing. Then return to the first shirt you made and try to peel it. This gives it a few seconds to settle, and often makes it easier for the film to peel off. After that, you can proceed with the second pressing without delays. If it still doesn't release, let it cool a bit and try a warm or cold peel. The transfer will apply perfectly just the same. Seventh, wrinkled transfers. During shipping, sometimes your transfers may arrive with some wrinkles or folds. This can generally happen if the shipping company handles the package roughly. But don't worry, the transfer will still work perfectly as long as the design is not damaged. Just press as you normally would, because the wrinkles in the film won't affect the final result. Here's an example to show you how it applies without issues. This is worse because it was run over by a truck. In summary, these are the key points to check if you're having issues. First, high and even pressure, 60 psi or use pads. Second, correct temperature, 280 degrees to 310 degrees. Ideal is 300 degrees. Third, flat and even surfaces. Avoid seams, zippers, etc. And finally, never ever skip the second pressing. If you follow all these steps, you'll get clean and durable transfers with every application. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, share it with your team or other creators, and happy pressing.
Okay, let's go.